Two people are working on the project.
Yeah, one needs a light and is completely blind. Oh shit, a little bit down.
It's broken?
It's Chinese, not broken.
Shit.
So this is an M8 bolt. An M8 bolt gets at least 24 in my world and not 11. What does Mercedes know? Have they even built a vehicle yet? That was as stressful as winning a ass-kicking contest as a Monley. This is Robin's B-Klasse, and it suddenly developed a slight problem with the starter motor, okay? And you can see this piece is supposed to be on here. Look at this tiny little starter. So this piece fell into the bell housing and got chewed around one time, and that bent the flywheel and probably wrecked the clutch completely. So right now the car is actually locked up. And of course, who started it? Just to maneuver the car in the driveway? It was me. So luckily, it actually broke off in our driveway.
Christian started the engine.
That sounded absolutely horrible, but it sounds good now.
For everyone else, that car would be too expensive to fix. The repair would cost more than the value of the car.
Now, just to get the starter motor out, you have to lower the engine down. So we did that in the middle of the night, but there was no footage because Vera was so stressed. It got 210,000 kilometers on it. This is the first problem what this car really had since it was born.
Okay, so the first thing we have to do is remove the bumper, like on every other car, even if you have to take the body off.
You want me in here?
Yes. So there are tie wraps everywhere. Looks like Christian has been in there before.
Yes.
Tiny wheels. Two people are working on the project.
Yeah, one needs a light and is completely blind. This is not a good sign.
Oh.
Okay, removing the wheel arch liner. So we want to remember now that the front one goes in first. Okay.
Yeah, I just wish we could take the body off, like on a proper car.
There. See?
You're never ever gonna get that back on again.
Take the fog lights off here.
Up and down. So now we take off the bumper. Look at that, there's enough room for a winch here.
Okay, there we go. There's one more tie wrap here.
So you need a 12-point socket. Perfect.
Okay, it's already late for our neighbors.
And there's no splint. So these are most important when you take off brake lines.
This gotta be closed up.
So it's much easier to drain the coolant on a Mercedes B-Klasse than on a Land Rover.
So Robin is working on a transport cart so that we can drop that engine frame down. Everything should be easy on a Mercedes, right? Okay, I'm gonna store it just like that.
Taking off the coolant tank.
The ECU of the engine is actually the air filter cover. Now I gotta disconnect the ECU here, and here we are. Stubborn.
It's tiny.
Disconnecting the electric power steering. Isn't that something? There's one more.
I hope we don't have 1,000 faults later on.
Ah, look at that. 2 bolts and it's out. Removing the power steering joint.
No, that is like German ingenuity.
Getting the steering shaft off was a bit scary because there's actually a load cell in here measuring the torque to rotate, so I hope I didn't destroy it. So I got everything disconnected. Okay, there is a battery cable, the exhaust muffler, the shifter wires, the clutch, all kinds of electrical, the coolant hoses, the brake lines. I got the shocks loose above. Okay, got the power steering electrical loose. I got the airbox out. Okay, that's where an electrical ball screw lift is really nice for. Okay. See, The entire radiator is now part of the upper chassis, so I don't have to disconnect the air conditioning. Oh shit, a little bit down. That was close. And it stretched at least by 3 inches. It's gonna spill a little bit of coolant, I would think. But now everything is absolutely free.
Look how short that arm is.
And that stretches out far into the back, okay?
It's broken.
It's Chinese, not broken. And I can take that shaft out now. There we go.
So I don't see anything.
Yeah. Okay, no oil.
So he took the half shaft out of here.
Now it's out.
He's got it out.
Okay, gotta remove a heat shield here. Okay.
Stupid heat shield.
Not a big deal.
That's where he's working on.
Good, careful. Don't
long
overbend the joint.
Oh boy. So we are connecting and securing everything.
So it doesn't tip over.
It doesn't tip over.
Now we're gonna loosen this bolt and this bolt.
Okay.
Okay, good. There's no tension on this one anymore, see?
Good.
Little more. Good. Yeah, so that's good. Okay, very well. So this is now supported here, see? And now you can see if you can, how you can raise it up here. In this position, we can actually take the gearbox out now, see?
Oh my god. So removing the engine mount.
Yeah.
Oops. Don't drop it into the oil pan. You're gonna get comments.
Okay, keep this bolt in.
We're gonna risk snapping the bolt.
Yeah, it's gonna snap off.
Shit.
There we go. Okay, good, we're making progress. This is quicker, oder?
So we're making English videos, Christian.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Good.
Hurry up because he's switched in. Oh my god.
And I don't have to do it, that's the best thing.
What the hell? Doesn't look broken. Everything alright, Robin?
Yeah.
There's debris, everything, and it looks like a bearing failure.
So we're gonna take the clutch out because the clutch of this vehicle was anyway about ready to go, right?
Okay.
Wow, they're not tight. If my stupid Makita gets them out, I mean, you can get them out with a toothpick. There you go. Good.
It still doesn't look broken.
Abracadabra.
Oh my god.
And nothing broken. Almost through here. Okay.
Got it?
Okay. There's the problem fell on the floor.
And what was the problem?
Probably something sheared off.
Oh my god.
This is a piece out of the starter motor. So when the starter motor nose broke off, it released the nose and this washer out of the starter motor. We don't have a damaged flywheel or anything, so that's really good. And I even bought the seal so we can replace the seal.
I mean, it's not all worst case now. Even though we have the engine out and body off. Oh, that seal is stuck.
Okay. Make sure I didn't scratch it here.
In the Land Rover world, that would be seated like now 1 millimeter under flush.
For the Mercedes world, everything is more complicated. On one side it's 5 millimeter, on the other side is 6 millimeter, and I needed the undercut to clear the housing.
Oh my god.
It's always a big discussion if you put any kind of sealant on there. And this is an anaerobe sealing, so it will cure under the absence of air. Okay, this is not your ATV stuff. This is the good stuff specified by Land Rover. Okay, now that's the point where I gotta make sure Robin is not getting his forging hammer. Of course, you can get them in without a special tool, but you saw how easy it was?
Kilogram slider.
Okay, very good. There's the part number, really hard to find on Mercedes. It's not like with a Land Rover where everything is in one website and you're all done. No, you gotta go around in entire Germany. This stuff on in case I nicked the housing. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Down.
How do you know that stuff?
I measured it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can put this into our we will never use again toolbox for Mercedes B-Klasse called throwout bearing.
Yeah, do you hear it? So we got a new clutch. So we got a new slave cylinder. Look at the bearing, the ball bearing. It's all quiet.
Okay.
But look at that here. Don't we want to grease it a bit? Here's a little bit white.
Oh, we gotta replace that seal.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if it's more risky to pull it out and install it or leave it alone.
We leave it alone.
It's only 210,000
Yeah.
kilometers on it.
And it's only a body off and engine out job, Christian. It's
Start leaking tomorrow, especially after touching it. Oh, I don't feel good about that. Okay, I don't think any chips went in.
So now we screw in the screw.
Good enough. It might work. It's almost always stressful. Now we need something to push this in flush. LR3 center bearing tool, but I'd like to have it flush here.
Oh.
Okay, this should be fairly straightforward because it's a flush shaft. I'm gonna get it seated first a little bit with this tool. Good enough?
Yep.
So this goes back together with a new seal. Very well. Some Loctite.
Okay. Yeah, not happening. Well, we don't ever plan on taking them out again.
Yeah, this one is most likely going to the junkyard before it comes out again. There you go. And then this piece. Click, click. Robin, you drive a lot.
Yes, he drives a lot.
Do we have such a seal?
So of
Okay.
course we have the right seal.
Ooh, very nice.
Right now the engine is tilted and not all oil can flush out.
We're gonna drain the remaining oil when the engine is back in. Replacing the main crankshaft seal.
And there's no trigger wheel, as you can see. Because that's here.
Because that's called the reluctor ring. See, there's the interruption to pick up the crankshaft position. Okay, and it pulled out the dowel pin. So I'm gonna clean this up as good as I can. We're using the Corteco made in Germany seal. The seal comes with a nice tool. Look at that.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna put some into the corner here. Putting this on, the lip is really, really fine. It gets installed dry.
Good. So putting that baby back together.
And there is a dowel pin. The medium bed day hammer. Got some Loctite on these. Of course we're reusing the old bolts because Mercedes wants 50 euros for these. The car has 95 horsepower, okay? And these are actually as big as on our Land Rover. See them? Okay. 45. So we marked them all and we gotta go 90 degrees now. Ooh, this one I fucked up.
Changing position again. That one and that one.
Oh shit. I gotta do these here, not these, okay? Okay.
They are tight.
And that step is done. I got a gauge right here to check the runout. Wow. I think Ford can only dream from a runout like that. So we're within 300s.
So it's a look clutch, but it's made by Valeo. So however, OEM is Valeo. There's a Mercedes star. We are at 18.7 and we gotta go down to 18.5.
Yeah, that's a difficult equation.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
We're gonna give it a shot. It should fit.
I hope it's not. And is it perfect? Or?
Yeah, very good. See if this end fits also. Oh yeah, that goes in.
Oh really?
And the clutch. See, it goes in perfect.
Good.
There you go.
Well, there are 3 dowel pins here on that side.
So I would say like this.
It's like a tiny clutch. You Discovery 4 owners, you don't know what that is. Tight goes on the bolts.
Okay, I got them all started and now I gotta wind this down, going around in a circle, not across.
Well, from the Freelander clutch, I'm still traumatized. It was also a transversely installed transmission and engine, and the Freelander clutch is broken again and we have to do it. We do 11. Oh my god.
You know what? It says here pressure plate 9 Newton meter. But that was an M8 bolt. So this is an M8 bolt. An M8 bolt gets at least 24 in my world and not 11. What does Mercedes know? Have they even built a vehicle yet?
So Robin locks the crankshaft so Christian can apply pressure.
Yeah. This.
Are we gonna keep it?
No. So this is the debacle, what caused this entire failure. And I think this piece came out of here. Let's see if our new Valeo starter fits.
That's about to fail again.
Yeah, that does not look very pretty, doesn't it?
Oh my god.
Fits. It fits nicely, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Very nicely.
Oh my god, the engine's gonna start.
Okay, so the starter motor works. So we're gonna add a tiny bit of Metaflux to the spline here. So I wiped it off completely, but you can see it has this nice shiny silverish color. Okay, this is the opposite of friction rust. And we give Robin the command to put it back in without breaking my back. Okay, gotta go into this hole in the center.
God.
Now I gotta rotate the crankshaft.
Oh, I can remove that.
Okay, we got it. Sweaty for me.
Yes, if I would take that long to get the bolt.
Okay, bolts in. So we're gonna put this back together here. Oh, it knocked my chin.
Oh my god. We gotta torque them anyway. 25 Newton meter.
Zing.
Okay.
And crankshaft position sensor. Snap. Okay, and we torque. Okay, we're gonna mount this with regular nuts and bolts. Good.
So we just replaced.
These bolts with different ones. Don't want to forget the starter motor here. Click, click. So all the routing here is complete. Robin, I think we can lower it down. A little bit further. A little bit. Stop. Yeah, now it's free. Good. Yeah. In. this back on here.
So we're getting there.
Okay, we torque them when we can step on the brakes.
So Christian's underneath here.
Yeah, basically it's held in with the center bearing. It doesn't have a snap ring. It's not good.
I don't see it.
It's a valve cover leak.
That is not a Land Rover kind of leak.
Yeah, don't you see that this area is completely black?
Oh, you mean the black stuff. I thought you were pointing towards the bowl.
Click, click. Click, click. While we're in here, we're changing the brake lines.
Because Christian has some on stock.
There we go. Old one. But we got some brand new Bosch here.
Looks too easy.
Everything is easy. Click, click. Click, click.
Good. So it's only 1 day later. In the Land Rover world, it would be 2 months later.
See this dowel pin?
There's a dowel pin. That's
that
like
dowel
smart.
pin needs to go into this dowel pin hole here. The shock got to go up in the receiver. Okay? Yeah. Slow. What?
Was ist mit denen? Oh mein Gott.
Maybe we take that C-clamp out here.
Oh my God, Christian, we almost did a really bad.
Well, I plugged it onto here, and that was not so good. But luckily the hose didn't fit right. There, exactly in the old spot. Perfect. One more. Okay, I'm gonna cut the wires here. It's in there. It's also in there. Down. Good. Now we can put the bolts in.
He's doing it the right way. Robin is using the lazy man tool. Body is mated with a subframe in the engine. Whoa! I didn't believe we would ever use that hospital bed again. Hardly any parts left over. There are another 2 boxes. Oh my God. Forget about the wires.
ABS sensor goes back in. Click, 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 click. This is the wear sensor. Click, click, click. Without a huge mess. Click, click. That's good. ABS sensor. Click, click. Click, click. This is a really nice feature that you can remove the engine without discharging the air conditioning. Goes back in here. See how nice that is done? So the AC stays in the vehicle. Good.
Oh no.
Oh no. Click, click. So my special extra flat harbor freight ratchet did the job. Click, click.
Oh my God.
Okay, now I gotta just get it off. Okay.
So everybody knows that we have to seat the auxiliary belt.
And you need a wrench which is made out of rebar.
Because a stupid engine is installed transversely.
And it's the dumbest thing you can do because it makes an engine not being an engine. There you go. Good. Take it out. There you go.
Cool.
That's the special wrench you need for the tensioner.
The best thing I ever did was buy colorful tie wraps.
There it is. So it doesn't seize on a tie wrap. We're installing a new sealant ring here.
I lost it again.
Ja. Okay, lass mal los.
So closing the exhaust actually took longer than changing an oil pump and timing belt on a Land Rover Discovery 3.
Okay, that was still the sugar-coated version.
35 minutes,
35.
Christian.
This is the battery box, okay? It's right below the passenger seat.
I always wondered what that is.
Yeah. So after the biggest debacle, this is now again something pretty nice.
So we're draining the remaining engine oil. Yep. Closing up.
Click, click. Good. 1.8 liters of 75 W80.
So 1.8 liter, that is a lot. And we're filling up the remaining 800. So that's actually the casualty we have so far, and we have no idea where that belongs. The remaining 800 milliliter go in,
Here,
because
smell
we
this.
never get it. Oh, what does it smell like? Like in your garden?
It's
Sure.
Loctite, but Americans call it plumber's dope.
I like that.
Thank you, Robin.
Only here. Okay. So we are done underneath, except for all the underbody plates and wheel arches and stuff like that.
Okay, now we gotta connect all this garbage here. Fuel lines, okay?
Oh my God.
Right there. The shifter linkage. See, it snaps in here. There.
Yeah.
This thing looks a little bit mangled up, and it is. It feels okay. Thermostat hose. This might be a job for our new Knipex. Okay. There we go. Okay, putting the steering back on, and it's very important to get it exactly in the same position.
Just a tad bit of persuasion.
Mercedes doesn't allow a hammer here, that's the problem, because there is a torque sensor installed. So got some Loctite on the thread. 25. Yeah. A radiator hose. And right there.
Okay.
These are some smart ass radiator mounts. Only Germans could come up with, so you don't need any tools. And if they break, you need to buy a new radiator.
Like I said, it will be the last German car we ever owned.
One. Power steering motor. There. Click.
Oh, the ground cable, most important, otherwise the car will burn down.
Click, click. Airbox goes back in. And then this. Click, 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 click. This is the vacuum line to the brake. That's it.
So he actually puts back that dirty airbox, air filter.
East.
Like,
Plug together here and going in here. And airbox is back in.
working on an air suspension is much easier.
Stupid hose goes in. Stupid tank goes in. Some hoses go back on. Put in a new oil filter. Click, click. So we're filling 5 liters of 5W40. And this is actually DPF, okay, even though this is not a diesel, but I think this engine will survive. Okay, so now coolant tank goes back in. And the hose clamp. This gets hung up here. And then we're gonna pull a vacuum and fill this baby. So that's at least good. We didn't destroy anything. And the noise is gone, what we had. Now we gotta bleed your clutch. Okay, so push it down and back up. Push it back down. Back up. Okay, this gotta go back on here. How does the clutch feel?
Good.
Okay, second gear. Clutch, second gear. Good. Clutch, reverse. Okay, push it down. And back out. Got this all closed up. Yes. Push it down as hard as you can. That's 60, very precisely. As hard as you can, Robin. Okay, good. 100 Newton meters. Ready? Good. Looks like cooling system is holding pressure. So engine is running, clutch is functioning, gears go in.
As soon as that muffler has to come off again, that baby will be sold. Robin, are you happy?
Oh, I don't even have to do that now. Okay, they weigh like nothing. That was as stressful as winning a ass-kicking contest as a one leg.
A Land Rover is much easier to fix. And I always also pull up under. Oh my God. Now
Sounds like it's gonna run a million years. Okay. This took us now a full Saturday and a big part of the Sunday today. So how's the clutch now? Different?
Good, better.
All right, so give it a test drive. When you're back, we have to check the coolant. See you later. So this was a stressful repair.
It was a stressful repair.
Yeah, so the most important thing is we saved this car from the junkyard because the car is only worth like $4,000 and a clutch in a repair shop would be like probably $2,500 to get
Yes.
this job done. So at this point, I want to thank our patrons a lot for their support and
We'll see you next Sunday.
very well. And I think tonight you need to take a shower.